Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here, Doctor Who fans. Right, I'm going to be upfront about this. This is not my review. This is an advanced review I've just seen from Doctor Who TV. And if you want to read it yourselves, just Google Doctor Who TV and you can see it. It's a little bit spoilerish. They don't go into too many details. So this is their review, not mine. These are not my opinions, but I thought, as there's an advanced review, I've given you a spoiler warning on the title. It is a spoiler. If you don't want to know what happens, please go away now and watch this after the episode, because you know I love your views and your company, right? But I don't want you to be angry with me, right? So if you're gone, if you're staying, you're interested, right? Should we just scroll up a bit before we begin? Right. The adventure begins, simply enough, with the TARDIS arriving in a picturesque Norway to take in the sights. Our team soon discovers a seemingly abandoned, creepy-looking cottage. Ooh, in a forest in the middle of nowhere. Of course, they investigate it. Why wouldn't you? And discover a young girl hiding there. She claims a monster is lurking in the woods, but there's something even stranger going on. Now, this is some commentary during this review of Stephen Moffat's time for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, Stephen Moffat's time as showrunner was often considered to be more of a fairy tale spin on Doctor Who, which I quite enjoyed, actually, because it's fantasy and it's escapism, especially during Matt Smith's era. It Takes You Away, written by new writer Ed Hine, they're all bloody new writers, they took them off the streets, would have fitted right in. So basically, this guy's saying that this new writer would have fitted in with Stephen Moffat. That's not to say fairy tale is a bad fit for the show now. Do you know what I hate? Have an opinion. This is what I hate about these people. They're not honest. They're not honest. And sometimes I think, are you being paid? Or are you just purposely just trying not to offend anyone? And it really winds me up. Anyway, let's carry on. So that's not to say fairy tale is a bad fit for the show now. Indeed, this is probably the most thought-provoking and emotive episode of the run. Well, that wouldn't be difficult now, would it? Because there hasn't been emotive or thought-provoking so far. There's also a great mixture of sci-fi concepts. I believe that when I see it. Horror and parts that lean more into fantasy. Yeah, right. Especially as the team make a strange journey into the unknown and meet some very unusual and surprising residents. The main cast is served well, with one exception. I bet you can't guess which one that is, yeah? Right. Jodie Whittaker gets some good moments, especially during the third act. However, this is really a scene-stealing episode for Bradley Walsh. And we all know why that is, because everybody likes him and prefers him to... Basically, everyone prefers him to the Doctor. That's how crazy of a situation. I know, Mr. Chibnall, why don't you just cast him as the Doctor? Because that's pretty much what he's doing anyway. Right. As Graham is forced to confront his demons, Walsh is superb with the particularly affecting material. While Ryan sees some nice growth too. The flip side is that, here it comes, not surprised, I'm sure you're not either, Yaz continues to feel like the third wheel of the companions. But why? Why is he doing this? Why is he just stuck her in there to tick a box? She's a capable enough young actor. I mean, I think it's outrageous. I really do. And I really do love Mandip. She's such a lovely girl. And she really deserves better than this. I know she's getting paid. I know she's there. She's on telly. She's on Doctor Who. But I'm sure she's as disappointed as we are. So actor and quirky comedian Kevin Eldon, never heard of him, is the most well-known, but I don't know him, of the guest cast. And he delivers a predictably peculiar role as Ribbons, coming across a bit like a certain Lord of the Rings character. Oh, God. But the leading guest star of the episode is young blind actress Eleanor Warwick. Another box ticked. Not that I don't think a blind girl should be on it. I'm sure she's brilliant. But they're not doing it for her or to say how great blind people are. They're just doing it to tick a box. She plays Han, a vulnerable character on the surface, but one who finds strength and resolve as the story goes on. Well, she's female, isn't she? So she has to be strong, because there's no such thing as a weak female, is there? Right. There's a few monsters in this one. Yeah, just no Daleks or Cybermen or anyone like that. But yeah, monsters. Let's see. Although a couple are really just roadblocks in a journey to something much more psychological. In other words, they're crap and they don't last for long. In non-spoiler terms, it's impossible to sum this one up, but it's certainly the most interesting threat of the run. Yeah, well, that's not saying a lot, is it? One late reveal may cause some debate due to its appearance, but it fits the aforementioned fairy tale aesthetic. I wonder if that's going to be controversial. Helmed once again by lead series director Jamie Childs. Jamie's a great director, no question. Woman Who Fell to Earth did a good job there. Demons of the Punjab really looked good that episode. Not my cup of tea, but it was a bit boring, but it was great. Visually, the Norwegian setting obviously affords the episode a distinct look. Yeah, which, the look's been great this season. But while the lush landscapes are an obvious highlight, there's also a fantastical look and some impressive visual effect work to go with it. So, yeah, you'd expect that. Right, early verdict. Ed Hyams' Doctor Who writing debut doesn't disappoint with a thought-provoking mix of sci-fi horror and fantasy with strong character moments. Right, so this is this pre-review, this early review of Doctor Who Season 11, Episode 9. So what do you think about that? I want you to comment down below. You know what? Let me compare Doctor Who Season 11 to you, right? Have you ever read the book, Billy Liar? It's a bit like that, right? After a while, nobody believes Billy Liar because he's been bullshitting for the whole of the story, right? And that's exactly like Season 11 of Doctor Who. You can tell me it's going to be a good episode, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you because I haven't seen anything satisfactory enough to say this is great Doctor Who. The first 3 episodes were okay, but after that, as I keep on saying, it's been really dull for me. So, critics and reviewers and sites like this, which I'm sure are lovely and doing a great job, which they are. But at the end of the day, I don't believe you, right? So we shall see. My review will come either tomorrow night, straight after the episode, or Monday. So look out for it. Subscribe, share the video, share the channel. Don't forget, guys, I'm always here for you. So always keep in touch because I want to grow this channel. I want this to be a place of honesty and transparency. Do you know what I mean? If we don't like something, we don't have to like it. If we don't agree with each other, we don't have to agree. It doesn't mean we're going to start, throwing pistols at dawn. This is going to be a safe space where we can say whatever we want. So keep it good and enjoy your Saturday night because I'm going Iron Apple later on and I can't wait.